Okay, plug.
Kekage gewabanashi, Anishinaabe Deo Nine. My name is Ravenhawk. I'm Indian man, psychic, and you're watching Pepper Scott Television.
We have another volunteer from the audience. What is your name?
My name is Louis.
Louis.
Mercier.
Great. What is it you do for a living?
I'm an actor.
Okay, and so, anyways, Richard, maybe you can do a different type of reading this time.
Well, what I can do, I'm going to call him Louis the 14th. That'll be our nickname for him. What I'm going to do for him is what they call psychometry, which is taking an object such as a watch or a ring and picking up the vibrations that are contained within that. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask you for your bracelet.
Sure.
A lot of times this is what psychics will do if we work with, say, law enforcement agencies, things like that, missing persons, etc. Will hold a piece of jewelry, or sometimes it's just a toque, or a piece of clothing that belonged to the person, a sock, or something, and we'll close our eyes, and by the vibration we'll see pictures, and we'll be able to find where the person is, etc. Now, this is Louis' bracelet, and Louis is very, very sensitive to be an actor. He really, really is. I'm getting a lot of sensitivity from this bracelet. Anybody out there who's looking for a sensitive man in their life, Louis is your guy, okay? He's just takes everything in life to heart. Sometimes he's very sensitive, but he really has what I call a knight in shining armor complex. Got to be that knight in shining armor for everybody. Give the whole world the shirt off his back. And everybody knows it too. Dear Abby, dear Louis, Sometimes he has a hard time saying no. So if you ever see Louis on TV or on a movie in the area, you're looking for somebody to ask for that $10,000 loan. He's the perfect guy because he can't say no. See, he has a hard time with that. Just don't take a check from him. Now, let me see. Louis is, this is a big transitional year for you career-wise. Louis is going into acting, but it's not acting on television. It's acting in the sense of theater, drama, stage. That's where your opportunities are going to be, and it's going to be by April or May. Something that you may have been thinking about lately, which is good. You're going to travel with it. Like most people that work in the industry, you will eventually live in the States, the United States. It's probably doesn't take a psychic to tell you that, but it doesn't mean that I don't see it. And but it's not until after 40. Okay, but you will be a success in your field. It's going to take you 3 years before you see any substantial amount of money coming. But it's not like along the way that you don't have enough. And you know why Louis will do well with money? Because he doesn't care about it. People that care about it never have enough, So to him, he needs a buck, he goes out, he makes a buck, But eventually you will do very well and you will be fairly comfortable. You're going to retire on water. Louis has to be by the ocean. And at some point, he's also going to learn more about native spirituality. So that's interesting. Would you say that's fairly accurate?
Fairly, yes.
Oh, good, good.
Yes. Maybe not theater, maybe film acting. But
yeah,
the fact that you said that I don't care about money, and that was true.
Yeah,
and I'm sensitive, that was true too.
Yeah, and you may eventually down the road have opportunity to get into film. I just know that your first opportunities around March, April, like your major ones, are in theater for some reason. So maybe it's a stepping stone that's eventually leading you to that.
Okay.
That's wonderful, and
yes.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.
So it's just an example of how you can hold things that belong to people and pick up a little bit, help understand them a little bit, where they're coming from, headspace, etc.